Pie in the Sky Media.
3, 2, 1. Hello, welcome back, Criminal Mischief Nation, to another bonus episode of Criminal Mischief with Carolyn and Brandon. I am the Brandon of that duo, along with the great Carolyn Sorio. Carolyn, congratulations on your Seahawks going to the Super Bowl.
I think you were mad at me.
No, I was working. I'm trying to get work done, and you're sending me pictures from a bar, right, where you're all drunk, and I'm getting work done.
Couldn't help it. It was insane. It was so great.
I bet it was. I bet it was.
It
Not
was
really.
so. It was so great, and it was such a feast of like human behavior that I got to like gorge on. Just the whole sports and like people's reactions to it, and the camaraderie, and in the bar. It's like this like total. It's not a total dive, but it's like a neighborhood, and everybody just like the energy was just high-fiving, like we were
Yeah,
and
I
it was
bet.
just
Total
incredible.
strangers, everyone loves everybody. Yeah. It wasn't the turnout that I wanted. I wanted the exact opposite, because I really don't like the Patriots, and I kind of like the Rams because I live in LA, and LA is a great place to live when the local teams are winning. It's just the city feels, kinder.
It's like what Seattle feels right now.
And friendlier. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But I realized something, that this is a great rematch. When Seattle shit the bed the last time they played the Patriots in the Super Bowl, when they threw that interception on the 1-yard line, when they had Marshawn Lynch.
I know. Beast mode, baby. Beast mode.
He could have walked in backwards and scored. And Carroll decides to throw the ball. So
I know.
Hopefully, they'll get some revenge.
It's so great when at this time of year it's like between like when you watch this level of the game and their athleticism is incredible. Like it always just like wonderful. It's like poetic. It's like the whole thing. It's like
and if the ones who aren't injured, you're right. Because I don't know if you watch all season, or if you watch in the playoffs, because especially in basketball, over the last like 10 years or so, LeBron James was one of the early adopters of this. These athletes, they train year round now, obviously, and they train so they're peaking physically in the playoffs. So if you're able to avoid injury, you're in the best shape of the year at this time if you're a football player. So the play that you're seeing now is more elevated than during the regular season. Yeah.
Yes. And it's like there was one play where he just put his hand out and it was like he caught the ball and it was like, oh, I mean, it was just so beautiful, that the beauty of it. And when they're trying to get over the line and they just go like this.
Yeah. And you guys had some you guys had some brain farts too that you were able to overcome. Some big penalties, some stupid penalties.
Yeah. Oh, that was another thing that was really interesting and funny is that, so I'm sitting there with my husband and he's like, usually, I mean, of course, he doesn't show me his texts with his friend group. He has his like, I mean, not that he wouldn't, it's just that.
Sure. Yeah.
Why? Right. But after that one thing that you're talking about, where the guy,
taunting,
whatever he did. Yeah. Taunted. And it was like these men that are in this chat and it's like, they are disappointed totally, like so much is on the line and they're going back and forth and he's like, oh yeah, look at what because these are his friends that he's been friends with for like decades, and it was so interesting, just the level of like disappointment and like, dude, you just cost yourself a couple million. I mean, the anger and how much is these teams, the pressure
you got, because it's at this level, it's Novak Djokovic, probably the greatest tennis player of all time, right? And and he knows it. If you watch him when he wins a really long grinding point or a grinding game, he just looks to his coach in the box and does this and points to his head, right? And that's what they do, because that's where the game is. That's where it is, more than anywhere else.
I love that.
That's where it is. Yeah.
I know, and I think that's why I gravitate to, even though I'm not a sports person, like I don't play sports, like I don't, I get that mindset in terms of that's what's required. There's a lot of crossover to achievement and team and all of that kind of stuff, and individual. you know,
Yeah.
and just because it's always in the moments when no one's watching that the work actually happens. You know, it's like the beginning and end of a marathon. It's like nobody's watching in the middle. It's like, can you make it to the end? And it's like, there's nobody cheering for you in the middle, you know? So anyway, all good.
Yeah.
Seahawks, go Seahawks.
Go Hawks. So let's talk about this trial. I
Oh
just
my
I just read that
gosh, back.
it got delayed because of the snowstorm. My mom
Hmm.
got a foot and a half of snow. Crazy. I have a friend in Toronto. She sent me a picture. It's up to like the windows on cars, like on her street. I'm so jealous. I wish I were there. I miss a good snowstorm
Hmm.
like that. Yeah.
You
But
know what? After last year's snowstorm here, I was like, go away.
yeah. Yeah, see, I miss
Because
it.
we lost power for an entire week.
I
It was
remember. No, I
complete.
remember. I remember.
I mean, it was anyway,
Yeah.
we got a generator out of the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Oh, good. Well,
Finally.
there you go.
There you go.
But so it was trial was delayed, so I don't think he's taken the stand yet. Is that correct? As far as you know?
No, he hasn't. Mm-mm.
That was supposed to happen,
No.
but um
Which is he has to be they are desperate, I think. Obviously,
I
let's
mean,
say this from the beginning.
you got to
Everybody's
be
innocent
desperate
until
if
proven guilty.
yeah, if you're going to put your guy on the stand, that normally doesn't happen, right?
Well, plus this guy, I was watching this clip of him, and it was when the 911 call was being played in front of the jury, and he was wiping away non-existent tears, and it was so enraging.
What a
Because
dick.
usually, like if you're a woman, you can kind of put
Yeah.
your hair down. Like Jodi Arias, when I was
Yeah,
watching
sure.
some of that stuff, she was doing that, and I was like, this guy, there were literally no tears. And if I
Right.
was his attorney, I would have been like, dude,
Not
please
even
stop.
yeah, not even crocodile tears. But so again, we talk about this, we've talked about this case quite a bit. It's the
Mm-hmm.
most inventive that I've run into. Where and one of the most insidious that they part of the plan included murdering a completely innocent person that they'd never met and that they just happened to find because he had a specific kink, and so they could lure him. That is brutal in its efficiency and in its creativity and in its execution as well. And and I gotta, golf clap him a little bit, like, because what would this guy think going in? Of course she's gonna fight. That's part of the kink. So he didn't think that anything was going wrong if this woman starts fighting him off. That's how it's supposed to be, you know? And so to
I
him, it was just
I
part of the game. It was just such a brutally and what I didn't, what I don't know if we talked about it before, but that they might have stole the idea. That it was that they stole this idea for the setup from some other case or from some other murder.
I don't know. I
There,
don't
yeah,
know.
there,
I
there
didn't
was
hear that.
there was something in the episode where they had based this on something else that had previously happened. But so anyway, so uh,
Well, I'm curious to think, what did you think of her testimony? What did you think?
I think that she was very, very well. She handled herself well, and I was almost going to uh, diminish her testimony by saying she was well coached or was a good performance, which it might be. I don't. That's just an assumption. But either way, I think she handled herself really well. She didn't get rattled. She barely changed the tone of her voice the whole time. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Well, what do you think about her?
I think that she cut a deal to save her ass.
No, I know, but like when I was looking at some of the comments, people were just totally going, and as well they should. I mean, this is horrific what these two
Oh
did.
yeah, she
Like,
agreed to do it. She helped. She fired a shot. I mean, they must want him more to give
hmm
her a deal. Um,
hmm
and they must think that they couldn't have gotten both of them without
But I mean, this power imbalance, that's one of the things that even the prosecutor was like, she was young. I mean, but even, I mean, yeah, I mean,
22.
she wasn't that young. She was 21,
Yeah.
what, I just, it's hard with that because it's like, at what point do you say, I'm not going to help you kill your wife and a complete innocent? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, and then the idea that she could get a Netflix special or series or, like it's just,
She just admitted it. She wasn't ashamed to admit it. She's like, yeah, cool. Make money. Yeah. Yeah, I wrote that. Or that's what someone said to me. Yep, absolutely. Planning
I
on
know.
it.
What are your thoughts? What do you
I
think?
think
What
that
does
she
that
was
mean?
being honest. And I think, listen, all right, your first question. When do you stop? Where's the line? You say, no, I'm not going to help you kill your wife. So there's either she was madly in love with this guy and saw a future, or, she's like, I don't want to go back to Brazil. Okay. I'll marry him. I'll become a citizen. He's got money, and we're going to have more kids and I'll help raise his daughter. And okay, cool. Maybe it was both. I don't deny that they were in love. Okay, that shit happens. Cool.
Mhm.
I think the difference is, which something that I've pointed out a lot of times, is that uh these people that are in all of these cases that you cover, they have something different in their brain. It's like, oh, okay, I could kill this person and that would get me what I want. Like that's not something that you or I that would ever be an option on the table, you know?
Yeah. hmm I don't, because she was on the stand and we could, you can tell that she's smart. It's not like I didn't think that she would be smart, but like to go along with something like that, you kind of think, well, maybe she was manipulated, maybe she was whatever, like not to excuse it, but
Oh,
when
I
you
don't think,
actually hear her, you're like, oh, she's got some smarts behind her. So then
I don't
it's
think
like,
she was
wouldn't
manipulated
you?
at all.
I don't think so either. And
No.
so that's the next thing of like, as someone who is smart, you could see like, how do you know this person wouldn't do that to you? And
Yeah.
how do you know that once he got tired of you and he wants to call you lazy and call you whatever, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I want to get, I mean, so I don't know.
I
It feels
think
like,
that,
how do you,
yeah, I think she's smarter than him. I don't think she was, uh, I don't think she was afraid of him turning on her, because she could probably come up with a more clever way to kill him if she ever felt threatened. Right? I think
I
she,
know, but it's like, what? I just can't, I think you're right.
right. And so I think we were hearing a
And
woman.
it wouldn't be some crazy plan like this. This is like such a
No,
dude plan of
I
like,
I think,
yeah.
I think we were listening to a woman who was fully comfortable in the deal that she made and was
hmm
completely telling the truth and
hmm
knows that she would have been complicit, and that there was a
Yeah.
pretty good chance that she would have gone down for life on this if she didn't make a deal. So she's just
hmm
honoring her word to the prosecution. She goes, yeah, I'll tell you exactly what happened because you can't touch me. I have immunity, or I have whatever time served. And so I'll tell you exactly how it happened. I'll deal with it with my conscience or with my God or with my family or with my whatever when the time comes. But for now, let's just be done with this business and I'll go on with my life.
It's such a like morally ambiguous way to like,
There's no morals involved with her or with him.
yeah, I guess
No,
that's it.
yeah, they
Yeah.
agreed to kill a woman
I know,
because
but I just don't.
he didn't want to share custody, and wanted her
I
out of
know
the
you're
picture.
right. And back to like, we wouldn't do that, but it just seems like,
Yeah,
how does one live with that decision and then live with like, I'm gonna fucking profit off of this and I'm okay with that,
yeah, a lot of people
you
do.
know?
A
I
lot
want
of
to get
people do.
paid. I want to get paid.
What are those?
And when she said how when she was talking about Christine and she's like, yeah, she was nice and she was fair. And I think that that's like when someone's fair, like I mean just it's just heartbreaking. Like
Yep.
what a description. I mean, that, being fair is really important, I think. Especially when you're in a power
Yeah,
differential
sure, of course.
situation and you're fair.
That's the nicest thing I could say about a boss when I had a boss. They're fair. You know where you stand.
Me too.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
absolutely.
I know.
Yeah, because bosses oftentimes are
Aren't
more likely unfair
unfair, sure.
and
They play
petty
favorites. They
and
do whatever. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. What are those
Yeah.
laws? Oh, the Son of Sam laws, right? Where you can't profit off of your crimes.
And that's what I was wondering too. But then I'm thinking, oh, well, if she's in Brazil, does that change that dynamic? I'm sure they'll figure out a way
No, I
or give it to her mom.
no, I did a whole thing on this because I did a season of The Devil Within on Berkowitz, and
Mm,
there's a vast misapprehension about the Son of Sam laws that they were completely, basically denuded of any of their original intent because they were pushed through passion in the aftermath of the Son of Sam stuff, and they violated so many rights. They violated like your
mm,
First Amendment right to tell your story. And
mm-hmm.
so much of them were struck down that I think all that's left is like some thread of something in New York where you have to share the proceeds or something like that. But you can't silence someone from telling your story. So I don't think that those, yeah, I think
Interesting.
most people, and myself included, and then I had a lawyer on and thought that I knew what I was talking about. And he goes, no, no, that's not it. And I went,
I love that.
okay. I was testing you and you passed. So why don't you tell us exactly what laws still exist on Son of Sam? But so anyway, yeah, she'll do it. She'll make a a Netflix doc, I'm sure.
Mhm. Well, you know what? We'll have to see what
Brendan
Brendan
Banfield.
does
Yes.
and see if he testifies because he's not learning because he thought he could come up with this great quote unquote, to him this perfect crime, killing an innocent person to make it look legit. And now he's crying and there's no tears and it's so obvious. It's like he's not seeing what you're putting out to the world isn't, he thinks he's giving the performance of his life, right? And
Yeah.
clearly he's not fooling anyone.
Yep.
So my prediction is that he's just going to come across as a complete arrogant asshole, and you know
I think I
that
just
that's what I think.
broke my microphone. Can you still hear me?
I can.
Hello? Okay, good. Good. All right. Well, listen, I wanted to
Okay.
just say one thing to all of our listeners out there. I know it's late because there's only 5 days left in the month, but my show, Let the Devil In, based on my podcast, has been on Amazon this month, Amazon Prime. Their MGM Plus was testing it on Amazon, and I missed the email. So yeah, but if anybody wants to watch it, if you have Amazon, you want to watch it for free, you don't want to pay the MGM Plus thing, go watch it on Amazon Prime right now. Let the Devil In. Check it out. 4 episodes.
Wait a second, just for this month of January?
Yeah, it goes back on MGM Plus in February, but for the next 5 days, it's available on Prime.
Let that devil in.
Yes,
Let her in.
yes, check it out. Check it out. Well,
Oh,
listen, great episode. I'm sure we'll be getting more updates from you as the trial continues. And what do you think? You think he's going down?
oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
What do
huh?
you think?
I think that he'll take a deal before the verdict comes in.
No way, they're not giving him anything. They don't have to. It's a lock. Like like you said, as much as I may not like that she's getting this great deal, I feel like she was
Devast
totally, like you said,
devastating. Yeah,
she
yeah.
devastating. What do you mean?
To him, devastating to the defense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and like it fits.
yeah.
I mean, it's like the evidence is suggesting, is backing it up. So anyway, I think he's going to get guilty. That's what I think. But we'll
Okay.
see. And I will definitely let you know. Keep you
Cool.
posted.
All righty. Well, thanks for checking in, Nation. If you like the episode, please share it and leave us a rating and a review. It helps more people discover the show and discover our stories. So we would appreciate any help. Carolyn, anything you'd like to add?
Nope. We will see you next week.
To my East Coast peeps, I hope stay safe. Don't have a heart attack shoveling snow. And until next time, stay safe.
And throw a couple of snowballs and have some fun. Huh?
100% do that. Yeah, 100%. Bye,
100%.
everybody.
Bye.
From Pie in the Sky Media, Criminal Mischief is an EVO production, recorded live in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. We're produced by Brandon Morgan and myself, music by Soundstripe. For EVO Creative, I'm Carolyn Osorio, your writer and host.